What's up, everyone? So as an add-on to my article this month, I wanted to walk you through a couple of the tools that we're using that I think are some of the most important pieces that you need when you're setting up your studio. So we're going to go through some of the support systems, our light stands, and then I'll take you through our tethering setup and how we use that. So first, some of the most common stands you're going to see out there are going to be stands like this. You're more light duty, air cushioned, or sometimes not. And what air cushion means is that when you loosen this and bring your light down, air builds up inside so it comes down at a slower rate and gives you more support, and it's not likely to fall over. It doesn't come down fast on you. These are great more for like speed lights or much lighter fixtures, not your heavier strobes or things like that. The other thing is they don't support as much weight. This one will hold about 10 pounds. Okay, so I would try and avoid this as much as possible. This is something that's going to be right around like the $80 range. What you really want to do is you want to step up to something which is a C-stand. This is all steel construction. It's going to support over 20 pounds of weight. And the great thing about a C-stand is these legs, you're able to rotate them, unlike the previous stand, which the legs are fixed. So these you can rotate if you need to get into more tighter spaces like a corner, or open these legs up more to get in closer to a wall or something like that. So these are the most common. This is what I definitely recommend, having at least a couple of these in your studio setup. And then finally you have what are the roller stands. So this is going to enable you to have the most precise movement. I recommend this for your key light or your main light, so you can easily just position it wherever you need it without having to pick up something heavier like a C-stand. In addition to that, what you see here, these are our extension poles or our grip arms. This is going to allow you to slide this pole right here from left to right and give you an extension. And what that enables you to do is you can slide your stand out of the way, out of sight. It's not going to be in your field of view of your lens, and still have your light and your modifier exactly where you want it. And then you have the grip heads here, this is what's going to attach it to your stand. And then at the end you have another grip head with what's called a baby pin on it, and this is where you can mount your lights. Also, by adjusting these handles right here, you can rotate your head as well as rotate the entire arm here. The most important thing when you're using any of these tools is you want to sandbag them or put a counterweight on them. So here you can see we have a sandbag right here that's counterbalancing the weight that we're putting at the end here. This light, which is a ProPhoto B1, weighs in at about 6.5 pounds. And then you add a modifier at the end of that, so you're adding another few pounds. So you have about 10 pounds bringing it down this way. So you want to counter that with a weight that's going to be at least equal to that. So for that we use sandbags, or you can have counterweights. Another option is something what's called a boom pole. And that'll take the place of this grip arm here. And it's just an extension pole, kind of like tripod legs that come out. And at the end of it will be a hook that's in the shape of a J. And you can just hang counterweights or sandbags or anything at the end of that. But again, the most important thing with these is you want to weigh them down. So in addition to having a sandbag here, we also always have a sandbag on one of the legs, which you can't see in the shot. So here's a shot of all three stands with sandbags on their bases. And now let's move on to tethering. So some of the great advantages to shooting tethered are that as you're photographing, the images will pop up right on your screen. So the good thing about that is it allows you to get dialed in on your settings, whether you're using a light meter or not. It allows you to show your subject what you're getting as well, and it helps for coaching him and kind of directing them with that. The other great thing is you can apply presets or specific settings to apply to each image as they pop up on the screen as well. So if you want to apply some contrast or white balance settings, anything specific that you want to do, you have the ability to set that, and as each image comes through the cable onto your laptop, those settings are going to get applied immediately. So the tools that we're using when we tether is we tether into Lightroom, but what we're doing to support our laptop and our camera and keeping everything safe is the DigiPlate system, which is from Innovative. So they have the plate here, which you have the brackets to keep your laptop in place. It simply unscrews. You can adjust it to fit whatever size laptop that you have. And then on the plates as well, there are different holes of various sizes, so you can run your cord through that right through here. So if you're pulling on it, it's not going to detach and mess up your tether. Also with that, we have the Digi camera plate. So this screws onto the bottom of your camera, and you're able to feed the cable all the way through it and keep it secure so that, again, you're not losing the connection now from your camera. With that, you have the DigiBase bracket, and this is going to allow you to connect it right to your light stand and your plate as well. And this is adjustable because there are holes at the base. You can shift this plate wherever you like. The final piece that I have that you see here is my Spider hand strap. The great thing about this, it is extremely comfortable, super supportive, and it is great for shooting under any conditions. So that's it for this month. I hope you guys enjoyed everything, and as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.